When making decisions about personal finances, it's important to understand the concept of compounding. Compounding is when the interest or earnings from your investments are reinvested, helping them grow over time. This means your investments can increase at a faster rate as your interest earns more interest, leading to exponential growth in your portfolio. The Rule of 72 and Rule of 114 are useful tools that help investors estimate how long it will take to double or triple their money at a given rate of return. These rules are simple and don't require a financial calculator, just a quick way to get a rough idea of how your money will grow. For example, using the Rule of 72, you divide 72 by your annual rate of return to find out how many years it will take for your investment to double. Similarly, the Rule of 114 works the same way, but helps estimate how long it will take to triple your investment. Now let's take a step back and look at where this rule comes from. The Rule of 72 is a quick and easy way to estimate how long it will take for an investment to double based on a fixed annual interest rate. It dates back to ancient times with roots in early trade, agriculture, and loans. Interest itself has been a part of economic systems since the civilizations of Mesopotamia, Rome, and Greece. The Quran even mentions it, indicating how important it was even in ancient times. The Rule of 72 was first mentioned by the Italian mathematician Luca Pacioli in 1494 in his book Summa de Aritmetica, Geometria, Proporzioni et Proporzionalità. Though Pacioli's work is considered the first reference to this rule, some people mistakenly credit Albert Einstein with its invention, although there is no evidence to support this. While the Rule of 72 is a great starting point for planning your finances, especially for long-term goals like retirement, it's just a rough estimate. For more detailed projections, you may need to use more complex methods, but the Rule of 72 provides a fast and simple way to understand the power of compound interest. So, what exactly is the Rule of 72? The Rule of 72 is a simple and quick way to estimate how long it will take for your investment to double at a fixed annual interest rate. All you need to do is divide the number 72 by your annual interest rate, expressed as a whole number, not a decimal. This will give you an estimate of how many years it will take for your investment to grow to twice its original value. For example, if your annual interest rate is 6%, divide 72 by 6, and the result is 12 years. That means your money will double in 12 years with a 6% return. The Rule of 72 works best for interest rates between 4% and 15%. It gives fairly accurate results, but for very low or very high interest rates, it becomes less precise. While this rule gives a good estimate, if you want exact results for compound interest, you should use more complex calculations. Still, for a quick and easy understanding of how long it will take your investment to grow, the Rule of 72 is an excellent starting point. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful and want more content like this, comment more below. Let's keep going. So, how you can use the Rule of 72. In practical terms, the Rule of 72 has several uses. It can help investors predict the growth of investments like stocks, bonds, or savings accounts over the long term. It's also useful in assessing the impact of inflation on purchasing power, showing how long it might take for inflation to cut the value of money in half. Additionally, borrowers can use this rule to understand how quickly debt grows due to compound interest, highlighting the importance of managing debts carefully. Variations of the Rule of 72. Typically, the Rule of 72 works best with an 8% interest rate. However, if the interest rate moves away from 8%, you can adjust the rule by slightly changing the 72 figure to get a more accurate answer. Here's how this works. For every 3% that the interest rate deviates from 8%, you adjust the 72 up or down by 1. For example, if the rate is 5%, you would lower the rule to 71. If the rate is 11%, you would increase it to 73, and if it's 14%, you would use 74. This adjustment makes the calculation closer to reality, especially for rates outside the 6 to 10% range. There's also a similar concept called the Rule of 69.3, which can be more accurate for continuous compounding. Continuous compounding is when interest is calculated and added more frequently than once a year, such as daily. This approach can slightly improve accuracy, but isn't a huge difference in most cases. Continuous compounding is often used by banks for accounts like savings accounts, money market accounts, MMAs, and certificates of deposit CDs. So if your bank compounds interest daily on these types of accounts, the rule of 69.3 might give you a closer estimate. Another helpful calculation tool is the rule of 114, which estimates how long it will take for an investment to triple with compound interest. While the rule of 72 provides a rough estimate for doubling your money, the rule of 114 gives insight into when your investment might reach 3 times its original amount. In finance, compounding is the process where your investment earnings generate additional earnings, leading to accelerated growth over time. This effect can significantly increase your wealth, especially when returns are reinvested consistently. To use the rule of 114, divide 114 by the annual interest or expected return rate. The result gives an approximate number of years it will take for your initial investment to triple in value. For example, let's say you invest rupees 10,000 at an annual return rate of 10%. Using the rule of 114, you divide 114 by 10, which equals 11.4. This calculation suggests it will take around 11.4 years for your rupees 10,000 to grow to rupees 30,000, assuming a stable 10% return each year. The rule of 114 is popular because it's easy to remember and offers a quick estimate, which can be useful for planning financial goals. While it's a rough calculation, it effectively demonstrates the power of compounding and helps investors understand how steady growth can lead to significant returns over time. However, it's important to note that this rule is only an estimate. Actual returns can vary depending on market conditions, and it assumes reinvestment of all earnings. It's also focused on tripling your money, so for other growth targets, you may need different calculations. Nonetheless, the rule of 114 provides a useful guideline for visualizing long-term growth and setting realistic financial expectations. To understand how the rule of 72 and the rule of 114 can help you plan better financially, let's break down what each rule means and how you can use them. Compounding basics. Compounding is when your investments earn returns, and those returns then start earning returns themselves. For example, if you invest 10,000 at an annual return rate of 10%, it won't just grow by 10% each year. The interest you earn will also start earning more interest. This means that after 3 years, your 10,000 will grow to about 13,310 if left untouched. The rule of 72 for doubling money. The rule of 72 is a quick way to find out how long it will take for your investment to double. To use it, divide 72 by your expected rate of return. For example, if you expect a 12% return per year, divide 72 by 12. This gives you 6, meaning it will take about 6 years for your money to double. This rule can help you estimate your growth over time and decide if an investment's potential return meets your financial goals. The rule of 114 for tripling money. The rule of 114 works in a similar way, but tells you how long it will take for your money to triple. Here, you divide 114 by your expected rate of return. If you're expecting a 12% return, divide 114 by 12, which equals about 9.5 years. So if your investment grows at this rate, your initial investment would triple in about 9.5 years. Why these rules matter? Both rules help you make better long-term financial plans. By knowing how long it might take for your money to grow, you can set realistic goals and understand the value of consistent investing. They give you a simple way to estimate your potential savings or investment growth over time, as long as you stick with your plan. Using the rules of 72 and 114, even in a disciplined way, can be powerful tools for understanding how your money could grow and helping you stay on track to reach your financial goals. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. For more informative content on finance, entrepreneurship, and self-improvement, subscribe to our Voice of Wealth channel. We post new videos every other day to help you succeed in various aspects of life. Have a great day and see you in the next one.